So we had like 2 meetings for concepts. It was me, Torisse, and Samson. And I really wanted to rob a bank. That was like my thing. I really wanted to rob a bank.
We were actually on set for a series that he was acting in, and he got funded. And he came over and told me that he got funded and that he wanted me to produce his music video. But I thought he was joking because I had only known him for a week. And like, who does that? You know, like, that's a bit trusting. You know, like, I didn't even know you like that.
When he reached out on text, via text message, I always do this thing mentally where I have to break down the pros and cons of like taking on a project, because I know when I give myself to a project, I give everything. As a director, you're never just doing it alone. It's always like a team type of sport, and I try and hire the best group of people around me, because I would like to think that the music video will reflect each department.
When you work on a set where you get, or where you have the dancers, or where you have people from other departments helping, you know that you're at a good place, because they're not just concerned about their job, they're concerned about the whole project, and they want the project to be the best that it can be.
As an ensemble, it should all create like a visual canvas for people to kind of look at, and you know, in 5 to 10 years from now, like, oh man, this shit was pretty ambitious there.
And we had like really big dreams of what we wanted it to look like, but we didn't have like the resources to be able to like realize those dreams. And I feel like that was like the hardest thing, was still like trying to keep those dreams, but trying to make the resources that we had, like trying to make that work.
I guess we wanted to see stuff that we identify with. So for instance, like the palettes, like the ngatu. I think it's really important where it's appropriate that we can add those elements into the work that we do. Just like the waterfall light, like people could have said, why is that on the wall? Anyone that knows your work will know that you've done a music video with a waterfall in it. So we try to do little things like that when we are putting together a project.
Little Easter eggs.
Yeah, we look for the little Easter eggs, we look for the little connections to help bring the story alive.
We had 5 different setups and only 1 day to shoot it.
Yeah, man, all in one day. All in one day, all in one night. There was 30 people like lifting pallets and shit.
And the setups were really big. Like one of the setups was a water setup, and everyone in the team wanted to can it because we needed 2,400 litres of water.
Trying to deal with the poor water tanker guy that had to drop it off on a Saturday night
after hours.
Hours, and trying to hustle, please, 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 you know. But I always believe in pushing things to the extreme. If I'm going to do something, then I want to do it to the best of our ability, because I don't want to look back and think we should have just done it, we should have tried.
You know, what art department did and wardrobe as well. For me, I'm stoked. Like, we were able to make a world, and that, you know, when you're telling a story, it's important to build a world that people can be a part of. If we talk specifically on the SIVA MAI cover art, I gave you that one simple reference.
Yep.
Give us like kind of the insight on your kind of design process, or like what.
Okay, so when you sent me that reference, I was like, historically, this reference is problematic, because a dusky maiden is a trope, is a colonial trope that was used to remove agency from Pacific women. So I thought if we use it, we can use it as like a form of reclamation and giving that agency back to our Pacific women. So I try to portray them in a respectful way and in a contemporary way too.
You know, whenever you work on music videos, it's already a passion project, and a lot of people that came on, you know, give their time and their energy and their craft, their art to the project. They knew what they were getting themselves into.
I feel like that's the most important thing going into any project, is people and the way you interact with them.
We were all there to do the best that we could for this music video. So everyone brought everything, and that's when you know that, like I said, you're working on a project that's worthwhile.
To anyone who's even played like a second of my song, and to anybody who's been a part of my journey, whether through counseling, through watching my content, through helping on this project specifically as well, SIVA, thank you so much. Like, I'm still growing as firstly an artist and also a dad and a person. So for you to be supporting my journey and what I'm doing in life, I really do appreciate it.